Hello and welcome back to week one of not sure yet. Not sure what the goal is other than get back to full fitness. Finally kind of rid of the most of the injury. Still got a bit of sciatic pain down my right side, but training isn't massively affected. So it's going to be pretty boring for a couple of months probably, just building back up. But here's some muscle snatches at 95 and then some 2 cleans and a jerk at 120. Capping it low for now. Actually feel pretty decent, don't feel weak or anything. Just that slight bit of pain on the right side in certain movements, but the lifts are generally fine. It's only when I'm day-to-day life. Got some jumpies in there as well. I guess the main aim is to get back to my best. Get back to without being broken. Trying to actually get a 320 total in comp will probably be the first thing, because obviously I missed it when I missed that 175 at Palace, and then it just 320 would just I don't think it's a massive goal. Like, I think it will be very achievable, obviously 145, 175, but it represents an actual comp PB, so that would be good to get that done. I think that's when I get that, it's not necessarily going to show that I've got stronger. It just means that I've had a consistent training behind me. So I'm not really using it as like a strength gauge necessarily, but I think that'll be the first kind of, once I can tick that off, I'd like to think then that I'm back at full capacity really. So here's a little insight into the week. This week structure will probably stay the same for a long time. Very slowly going to increase things, volume and then intensity. Here is my green exercise on the Tuesday. Jakarov power jerks have been quite nice actually. Sorted my bar freedom out quite a lot. And then I did fours at 90 kilo snatch. So this was, I want to say 4x4. So like I said, starting back up at around 60% really. Got some new technical things working on. Slightly new grip position, standing a bit longer. Hopefully keeping the arms a bit longer, not pulling in. But very much enjoying training weightlifting now that I actually can. Very much enjoying doing the actual movements again. So front squatting on the Tuesday, only once a week to start with. It actually doesn't hurt at all, but I just know that it's the thing that kind of compresses me the most and gives my disc that much more of an issue. But here's some sets of 5 at 140, very easy. And then in the evening, volume bench, pause bench, AMRAP at 17 reps. So I mean, it's a huge PB. Very obviously happy with the shoulder and triceps train. Probably going to keep it lower weight for now and smash the volume, just because my elbow started to get tendonitis towards the end of the last block. So elbow now feels absolutely fine, but I just want to build up a bit, especially my joints, tendons a bit stronger. And once this last kind of sciatic pain goes away, then more jumps will be added in. At the moment it's very rudimentary, it's very kind of squatty jumps and that's it, nothing high intensity. The biggest thing with the injury is just not being able to do anything with high intensity, not being able to do anything with intent. So that's the main thing, trying not to get carried away and actually rush slowly. Here's some straddle rows. And then Wednesday, not always going to be training at MEMS, but just had the opportunity to this week. Going to be a bit of a speed day, really light. This is a 7 kilo block powers. Super light stuff, not going to be forcing it on the Wednesday just because I haven't actually trained 4 days in a row in ages. And I want to just because it's been so long, I fucking miss weightlifting. So, thought I'd make that kind of middle day, that Wednesday, a bit of a break, a bit of a lighter day. So here's some pulls at 120. And then snatch pulls 140. That's like clean pulls 140. So working on shrugging after the contact a little bit and not trying to have too much shoulder tension beforehand. Bam. And then this actually is a different day, although it looks exactly the same because of my outfit. This is a Thursday, so power double, I think I did, 90. Just looking for actual speed, I guess. I think I got it there. I think this set was better. But starting to use my legs a lot more. Starting to get a lot of comments actually, not just from men, but from, you know, people in the community just saying how much faster I look. And this definitely is the fastest I've ever moved, and obviously I'm also the heaviest I've ever been, so that's interesting. I mean, I think it just shows that my decision to move up was actually worth it. And once I actually build up some training behind me, that will hopefully pay off a bit more. I haven't really yet to see the full effect of the bulk yet, other than the heavy jerk. But I'm trying to keep my shoulder mobility, so here's some back bend, keeping them on Fridays. And then on the Saturday, coached all day at MEMS, comp, so wasn't looking really massive, but my heavy day at the moment, 110, 130. I did 5 on snatch and then 5+1 on clean and jerk. That's about 70-something%, it's like 73%. So just using that as the kind of heavy day guide for a bit. I'm probably going to up the lifting weights in the next couple of weeks, because this is week 1 of, I would say, full training, but I have actually done a few weeks of lifting before that, so at 90, kind of at 90, 120, so wanting to, I'll not bump it up loads, but probably as of tomorrow I will bump up the lifts, and then in the next couple of weeks bump up the strength lifts, and then repeat. So that was 5 at 110. And then they were pretty nice. And then 5+1, 130. Probably going to do this for a while actually. Just that high rep, just high volume, just keeps the weight down a little bit, so it builds me up some conditioning, kind of tendon conditioning as well, and it just gets me technique dialed in a little bit more. So I think I'm moving really well at the moment actually, a lot of freedom, but still stuff to work on, and this is only week 1, so we won't get carried away and we will rush slowly.